It's week 11 of the 2025 season. And coming up, it's the 49ers' speedy running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the 49ers and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other side...
Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from Santa Clara. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Back deep, Deontay Hardy. Now, fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get this up to the 44. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another try with Brooks. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. It's caught. Mingo with the grab.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact, and second contact for that matter.
That one knocked away and incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there, and it's going to be third down. From the gun, it's Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. A big play for the Panthers. It's a gain of 34.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
That's going to be caught by Gray. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Carolina.
Now Young. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Moving the tight end right. They'll go play action with Young. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Man in motion here is Jennings. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. And the Panther first down.
Gray is the motion man here. Young gonna give it to Brooks. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Second down at the 43-yard
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Panthers.
To throw is Young. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here comes the screen to Brooks.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The 49ers offense and their running back set to go once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Has his man, it's Samuel. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Now a give on the ground. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A play fake. Now it's Purdy. And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Purdy now on second down. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll try to run for it. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. He connects with Gray on that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man is Johnson. A 2nd down throw for Young. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. A tight end in motion now. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Young to throw. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. Gray is the motion man here. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Young. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angled throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
49ers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
3rd down. Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. On comes the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Purdy making the read and keeping it. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Young to throw on 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play. Mingo, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Young. Catch is made, that's Mingo. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard.
And this is 3rd down.
On play action, Young. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And for the moment, that's a first down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. Give it up the middle to Brooks. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw, Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Back to throw. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. To throw is Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some...
And he'll take it on in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Carolina. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Panthers take a 10-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners offense going to take over just before the half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Purdy now on 2nd down. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
A loss of 13 yards brings up 3rd down.
So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Justin Fields, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. C.J. Stroud, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He's inside the 40. A big gain. They finally get him down, but hold everything. There is a flag on the field. Here's a handoff to Brooks. He'll push forward for about a yard. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. An injured player on that one, and it's Nick Bosa. Game stopped as they come to look at the outstanding defender. They send a receiver in motion left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. A 1st down throw for Purdy. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Niners offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Now whistles here and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So Kittle comes in motion. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 4-yard loss.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 9. Man in motion, heading left. Back to throw, Young. That's caught, left side, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Young. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. Here's Young. And that is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Purdy works out of the pistol. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And he's into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Young to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
A gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16, good enough for a 1st down. Young to throw on 1st down. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A carry now for Brooks. Yeah!
Jonathan Brooks, the ball carrier. A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
Putting the tight end in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Niners' 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. Gray is the motion man here. On 2nd down, Young. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. To throw, Young. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The 49ers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 21.
They'll stick with him again. He'll push ahead to the 21. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The 49ers out for the punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now, fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 12.
First and 10.
First down, Carolina.
Gray is the motion man here. On first and 10, here's Young. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Young gonna give it to Brooks. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up third and 3. Now Young. That's into the hands of Mingo. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Panthers first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A run out of the gun with Brooks. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Niners have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
First and 10. Purdy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A 9-yard loss.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Gray is the motion man here. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. To throw is Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. 49ers offense ready to take over possession of the football. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Now he'll run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to the ground after the penalty. Whoa! Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down is Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Mingo, the man in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Out of the shotgun, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9. Give it up the middle to Brooks. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Mingo, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Young. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. Young to throw on 1st down. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing is Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Purdy now on second down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, it's Purdy. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes 4th down. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Purdy going to give this to Garendo. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Here's Young. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. Young. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.